promoting impactful CSR and good governance. May I request you volunteers to kindly change the name from the dais? Praveen, please do the needful. Promoting impactful CSR and good governance in light of requirements under Amrit Kal, being organized as an iconic day of AKAM. Ladies and gentlemen, there is an end to everything, but we believe there is never an end, but always a beginning. We were today honored to have the blessings of Honorable Chief Guest, Minister of State, Shri Indrajit Singh Saab, in the morning through his video message. Secretary MCA, Shri Rajesh Verma ji. So, today let me first acknowledge the presence of some of the eminent guests for the valedictory program. It is indeed a pleasure to have you all amongst us, sir, for gracing this occasion. We are grateful to Manoj Pandey, sir, who is the chief guest for today's valedictory program. Please let me hear from you all, please. Welcome him. And when you are around enormously successful people, you realize that their success is not an accident. It's about the hard work. On behalf of IICA, I consider it is a privilege to welcome the Chief Guest, Manoj Pandey Saab, to today's valedictory program. Sir, your presence is indeed a source of motivation to all of us. We look forward to your valedictory address today. I request DG Praveen sir to welcome Manoj sir with a plant and a shawl. Let me introduce our other dignitary on the dais, Shri Agrim Kaushalji, who is an advisor in DPE. He is from IES 1995 batch with 25 years of rich experience. He has worked with multiple ministries. Requesting to kindly honor with shawl and a plant. We are privileged to have with us Vishram Kumar Meena Saab, Additional Deputy Commissioner, Gurgaon, an IAS of 2017 batch, presently serving as Additional Deputy Commissioner, Gurgaon for past 1 year. He is a graduate from IIT Kanpur in electrical engineering, worked with RBI as manager in banking. So, I would request our DG and CEO, sir, to kindly welcome the dignitaries with his welcome address.
Respected Chair of the functions, fellow dignitaries on the stage, and guests, whoever are left of them. But I admire their perseverance and take courage from that has been satisfying for all of you on this issue. This issue of welcome address during validity function itself is contradictory in terms. Valedictory means we are supposed to go welcome कर रहे हैं. वैसा लगता है जैसे शादी में जब बारात आती है तो लड़की के फादर को वेलकम होता है, डर लगता है दिन भर में क्या होगा. शाम को विदाई हो रही है, खत्म हो रहा है, तो so that kind of contradiction दिमाग में आता है. So similar feeling. Anyway, I'd like to welcome Shri Manoj Pandey ji. We welcomed you in the morning, sir, but morning you were not there in absentia. Now happy to welcome you physically here for this valedictory function. A special welcome to King of this area, the Additional Deputy Commissioner Gurugram, Shri Vishram Kumar Meena, Advisor DP, old colleague from my renewable energy days, Shri Agrim Kaushal, and all my friends out here. A warm welcome to all of you. It has been a very strenuous day, but a wonderful day. We had a series of intellectual engagement with different authorities, different experts in different areas. The secretary himself gave a very concise perspective of the MCA and what MCA envisages both in the corporate environment and for the IICA as such. Mr. Ian Rewog gave the International Funding Agency perspective on the various issues we had highlighted today. I'm very happy about the essay competition. It was a innovative approach, and unfortunately I could not listen to the two winners because the secretary had to leave at the same time, so I was there with him. But I was told, the feedback I got, that they are wonderful presentations, well thought out, and I assure you that we will put the entire essay and all and the speech also on our website for others to go through it. Uh, the session on ESG and CSR was very thought provoking and revealed to all of us that still it's a work in process. Lot of things are not clear even to experts, and we need to work hard on it. I promise that ISA will be working on it to set down the contours of ESG in more concrete terms than the esoteric terms as it is now in terms of general approach to ESG. Financial literacy and inclusion. That subject itself, it was very clear from the discussions that how difficult the task is. It's a very challenging task, and you have to keep on working in spite of failures may occur, but we may have to work on it. I think the CEO of IEPF is there. Perhaps we can have some policy perspectives from the discussions today. Based on the various discussions held today, each of the moderators of the group will be preparing a report, including the various points made and the suggestions made, and will consolidate into a report and convert into action points. Some action points will arise in IICA itself, then we'll work on it. Some maybe policy prescriptions, we'll like to curate it and make it more comprehensive and then send it to the ministry for further actions. I assure you, all of you who have waited till now, your time has not gone wasted. You have contributed to a very good intellectual exercise, which really happens, especially Sunday, full day time, and all of you have been there. Thank you very much. And again, I assure you that ISA will rise to the occasion whenever it's required. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Please accept my deepest thanks to you for all your support and for summing up the sessions. Sir, appreciations can make a day, even change a life. Your willingness to put it into your words is all that is necessary. May I now request Shri Agrim Kaushal Saab, Advisor DPE, to kindly address the gathering.
Well, respected DG sir, Vishram and Manoj Pandey sir, dignitaries listening to us, and the dignitaries joined us with who through the VC mode. I thank IICA for involving Department of Public Enterprises in this Azadi Ka going festivities and the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. DP itself is celebrating this iconic week, which was started by Honorable Prime Minister and Finance Minister on the 6th June. DP is organizing an exhibition of over 75 CPSCs at Gandhinagar, and it also held a series of events, one CSR workshop involving all the stakeholders, NGOs, district administrations, state government authorities, and other people. Also, the events on this MSME and GEM procurement was also held. See, CSR is no new concept to the Indian society. अथर्ववेद clearly says that 100 हाथों से कमाइए और 1000 हाथों से बांटिए. So CPSCs, which out of the 25,000 companies, as Secretary Sir told, which are CSR compliant, are contributing to the CSR at around 4,200 crore average annual spend at 2% rate of profit, net profit PBT, which the CSR guideline says. Now coming to the this today's topic, that is environmental, social, and green governance, means that more responsive expenditure. The CPSCs are already doing in that. One example I would like to give, that the adopting the emission norms. India is one of the countries which from the BS4 stage simply went to the BS6 stage, Bharat stage emission norms, which are more and a step toward cleaner and greener environment. But that also involves more costs for the business and more compliances for the business. So my humble request is that, since all the policymakers and think tank of the MCA is here, that while drawing any rules or regulations, the rules and regulations should not be against the ease of doing business, and also they should not be leading or adding to extra compliance burden and financial costs. Also, I would like to say that DP has always been taking a leading role. DP, before this Companies Act 2013, DP issued advisory to the CPSCs for CSR in 1994. And in 2010, they came out with the formal guidelines, which were kind of a mandatory guidelines. However, they were all subsumed in the Companies Act 2013 and Schedule 7 of the Companies Act. So on this forum, I would again like to ensure that whatever path or whatever new policy directives are there, TP will continue to guide, direct or the CPSCs to follow these. I wish all the this workshop a very success, and the outcomes will of this deliberation will form some rich policy prescriptions which can be adopted. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for coming and gracing this occasion with your encouraging words and sharing your views. It was insightful, sir. And now, may I request Shri Vikram Kumar Meenaji, Additional Deputy Commissioner, Gurgaon, to kindly address.
Respected DG Praveen sir, Manoj Pandey sir, Advisor Saab, all the participants and corporate representatives. Uh, सबसे पहले तो I am thankful to IICA for inviting me in this function. Prior to this function, last 1 week, especially एक वीक में related events में participation करने का मौका मिला. 3rd जून को हमने एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल CSR मीट ऑर्गेनाइज करी थी, इसमें ऑल द कॉरपोरेट पार्टनर्स वर देयर, जिनको हमने पहले जितना काम उन्होंने CSR में किया है डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के लिए और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के लिए, उस पे डिस्कशन हुआ एंड वे फॉरवर्ड. एंड उसके बाद आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव सीरीज़ में ही 8 जून को एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल क्रेडिट आउटरीच प्रोग्राम विद ऑल द बैंक्स हमारा एक ऑर्गेनाइज हुआ था. तो जो थीम है आज के पूरे प्रोग्राम की, जो 2 थीम थी कि इम्पैक्टफुल CSR एंड गुड गवर्नेंस, एंड देन सेकंड वाज फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन एंड फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी. दोनों थीम से रिलेटेड इवेंट मुझे मौका मिला ज्वाइन करने का. और आज जब यहाँ पे थॉट्स और जो पूरी थीम का वो हुआ, उसके बाद आई कैन से कि CSR पे स्पेशली मेरा फोकस CSR पे रहेगा कि डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को कैसे CSR से हेल्प हुई, CSR से कोलैबोरेशन हुआ, एंड वी वर एबल टू ब्रिंग गुड गवर्नेंस. और उस प्रोसेस में है कि कुछ एरियाज जहाँ पे अभी भी अनटच्ड एरियाज हैं, वहाँ पे हम CSR से इंटरवेंशन की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. 2020-21 में हरियाणा गवर्नमेंट को 398 करोड़ का CSR रिसीव हुआ, CSR में एक्टिविटीज़ हुई. उसमें से 67 करोड़ का वर्क जो है वो गुरुग्राम डिस्ट्रिक्ट में हुआ. और जस्ट जैसे गुड गवर्नेंस का वन ऑफ द पैरामीटर है कि एफिशिएंसी एंड इंक्लूसिविटी, सो सारे सेक्टर्स कवर करने की इसमें जो 67 करोड़ था, उसमें से अराउंड 33 करोड़ जो है सोशल सेक्टर, एजुकेशन पे, स्पेशली एबल्ड बच्चों का इंस्टीट्यूट है उस पे, एंड हेल्थ पे अराउंड 20 करोड़ खर्च हुआ. एंड साथ में एनवायरनमेंट जो आज की बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट थीम है, उस पे अराउंड 6 करोड़ रहा. 6 करोड़ थोड़ा कम है बिकॉज द थीम इज ESG, एनवायरमेंटल, सोशल एंड गवर्नेंस सेक्टर में CSR का. साथ में लास्ट ईयर मैं बताना चाहूँगा कि कोविड में सेकेंड वेव में सभी ने फेस किया. ऑक्सीजन की शॉर्टेज बहुत ज़्यादा थी. जब सेकेंड वेव में एकदम पीक पे आया कि इसके सॉल्यूशंस ढूंढे जाएं सो दैट मे बी थर्ड वेव या फिर सेकेंड वेव कितने दिनों चलती है, तो सभी कॉरपोरेट से उस टाइम कांटेक्ट किया गया कि यू हेल्प अस आउट कि हम कितना इसमें मैनेज कर सकते हैं सस्टेनेबल वे में. एंड we were able to install 57 PSA plants all across the state, and गुरुग्राम डिस्ट्रिक्ट में 11 ऑक्सीजन प्लांट हमारे इंस्टॉल हुए थ्रू CSR, ऑल थ्रू CSR. और उनकी जो कंबाइंड कैपेसिटी है 6,850 लीटर्स पर मिनट, जो कि हमारे सेकंड वेव में जो पीक था गुरुग्राम का, जो डिमांड पीक थी, उसके इक्विवेलेंट हमने CSR की हेल्प से ऑक्सीजन प्लांट्स इंस्टॉल कर दिए हैं. तो ये सारे हमारे इंस्टॉलेशन लास्ट सितंबर अक्टूबर तक फिनिश हो गए थे. तो जब हमारा थर्ड वेव का एंटिसिपेशन जनवरी में हुआ, केसेस भी काफ़ी आए, फॉर्चुनेटली सीवियर नहीं हुआ, बट वी वर रेडी कि ऐसी कोई दिक्कत आए नहीं. और ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ पॉसिबल हुआ CSR से, बिकॉज गवर्नमेंट में जो क्लियरेंस है, फंड्स लेना, उस प्रपोजल को अप्रूव, और वो टाइम टेकिंग प्रोसेस होता. बट CSR से जैसे ही हमने रिक्वेस्ट करी, इनफैक्ट 1 और 2 CSR कंपनीज ने, तो ऐसा भी हुआ कि हमारे यहाँ पे स्पेस का थोड़ा सा इशू था, बिकॉज गुरुग्राम में जैसा आप जानते हैं कि लैंड प्राइसेस काफ़ी ज़्यादा हैं और पब्लिक जो लैंड है उसकी अवेलेबिलिटी थोड़ी कम है. तो 2-3 कॉरपोरेट्स ने तो अपने कैंपस में इंस्टॉल किया प्लांट, एंड MOU में दे साइंड कि इट्स योर प्रॉपर्टी, आप यहाँ से जब ऑक्सीजन, जितनी ऑक्सीजन लेनी है डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने यहाँ से लीजिए. उसमें से एक मानेसर में यहाँ पे लोकेटेड आस्क ब्रेक्स, मैं यहाँ मानेसर में उसमें आया भी था, और उन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से बॉटलिंग प्लांट वहाँ पे इंस्टॉल किया हुआ है. सिमिलरली कोविड में ही मेकशिफ्ट हॉस्पिटल वेदांता ने हमारे यहाँ सेटअप किया था, 100 बेड, एकदम टर्शियरी केयर ventilators, every facility was there. 2 कोविड केयर सेंटर, अगेन 100 बेडेड। तो सीएसआर से हम जो कोविड में पिछली बार तैयार हुए, जो एक सभी को काफ़ी अंदर तक झकझोर दिया था डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के लिए, पर्टिकुलरली चैलेंजिंग टाइम था। नाउ वी कैन से कि सीएसआर से, एंड देन इस सीएसआर का ज़्यादातर ऑफिसर्स के साथ भी सीएसआर का इंटरेक्शन, सीएसआर से जो कितना होराइजन हम वाइड कर सकते हैं, कितना हमें मदद मिल रही है, वो रियलाइज हुआ, वो पोटेंशियल रियलाइज हुआ। पहले भी काम चल रहे थे सीएसआर में, नो डाउट, कॉन्टिन्यूसली गुरुग्राम बिंग द इंडस्ट्रियल डिस्ट्रिक्ट लगातार काम चल रहे थे, बट इसमें हमने रियलाइज करा अब हमने इसको इंस्टीट्यूशनलाइज करके डेडिकेटेड हमारे यहाँ पे पर्सनल हैं जो सीएसआर में हमने बिठा रखे कि फॉर लाइजनिंग, फॉर कोऑर्डिनेशन सीएसआर पर्सन इज देयर। एंड गवर्नमेंट ने भी इसको रियलाइज करते हुए हरियाणा स्टेट सीएसआर ट्रस्ट सेटअप किया है, ताकि कोऑर्डिनेशन में और कोलैबोरेशन में कहीं भी कोई दिक्कत ना आए। सिमिलरली एनवायरनमेंट में हमने एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट में गुरुजल सोसाइटी बनाई है। गुरुजल का काम है कि जितने भी पॉन्ड्स हैं, जितने भी वाटर बॉडीज है जो आइदर एनक्रोचमेंट हो गए उन पे, या फिर वो अब उस कंडीशन में नहीं है कि वहाँ पे और वाटर रिस्टोर किया जाए, वो करके हमने अराउंड 8 पॉन्ड्स टोटली सीएसआर, एक पॉन्ड हमने एक कंपनी को हैंड ओवर किया कि भी आपने इसमें डेवलप करना है, हम जो भी डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पे आपको सपोर्ट चाहिए होगा दैट वी विल प्रोवाइड। एंड आज हमारे 8 पॉन्ड उसमें रिवाइव हो गए हैं। एंड माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जैसा शुरू किया है, आज़ादी के अमृत महोत्सव में 75 पॉन्ड्स, अमृत काल में 75 पॉन्ड्स को रिवाइव किया जाएगा पर डिस्ट्रिक्ट। उसमें हमारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट में भी 75 पॉन्ड्स हैं। मैक्सिमम ने सीएसआर में बात करी और सभी ने एग्री होके उसको ले लिया है, और काफ़ी ज़ोर से काम चल रहा है, बिकॉज बारिश के सीज़न से पहले डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का एफर्ट है कि रेजुवेनेशन उनका पहले हो जाए, सो दैट बारिश में वी कैन कैप्चर द वाटर और वाटर लेवल ऊपर जाए। जो नए एरियाज़ हैं जहाँ पे हम भी इंटरवेंशन चाहते हैं, और यहाँ जितने भी सीएसआर पार्टनर्स और डिग्नेटरीज हैं, जहाँ भी हमें पॉलिसी लेवल पे या फिर आपका सपोर्ट चाहिए, वहाँ पे एरियाज़ अगेन हेल्थ, एजुकेशन, ये जैसा मैंने कहा कि लगातार काम हो रहा है। एक एरिया जहाँ पे काफ़ी सीएसआर नया एरिया एक्सप्लोर कर रहा है, 2 हायर लेवल पे हो रहा है, लेकिन डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पे जैसे स्पोर्ट्स एंड स्किल डेवलपमेंट और डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट, 3 एरियाज़ हैं। बिकॉज गुरुग्राम में जैसा आप देखते हैं कि सारी जो इंडस्ट्रीज़ हैं, कंपनीज़ हैं, बट जो प्रिपरेशन फॉर फायर फाइटिंग और एनी अदर डिजास्टर, उसमें सीएसआर के कोऑपरेशन में वी वांट टू डेवलप अ डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम, ताकि हम इन चीज़ों को आगे बढ़ा सकें। एंड इट्स विन विन फॉर डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑल्सो एंड ऑल द सीएसआर पार्टनर्स ऑल्सो। सिमिलरली स्पोर्ट्स में, बिकॉज जो नए टैलेंटेड बच्चे हैं, स्पोर्ट्स स्टेडियम हो, स्पोर्ट्स इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो, जिमनास्ट हो, बैडमिंटन हो, हम सभी को जैसा विदित है कि हरियाणा ने ओलंपिक में बहुत अच्छा किया, और अभी खेलो इंडिया जो जूनियर लेवल पे टूर्नामेंट चल रहे हैं, उसमें वी आर हाईएस्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ मेडल विनिंग, और गोल्ड मेडल में वी आर सेकंड बिहाइंड महाराष्ट्र। पॉपुलेशन साइज देखें और वैसे देखें, उस हिसाब से हरियाणा इज डूइंग वेल। उसमें हमें सीएसआर का सपोर्ट चाहिए होगा, क्योंकि बहुत बच्चे मध्यम वर्ग से आते हैं, उनको सपोर्ट चाहिए, डाइटरी रिक्वायरमेंट्स, आगे उनको इंटरनेशनल प्लेटफॉर्म के जाने के लिए उनको स्पॉन्सरशिप चाहिए, वहाँ पे हमें ज़रूरत है सीएसआर की। सिमिलरली सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स गुरुग्राम में बहुत अच्छा एक्टिव है, ऑलमोस्ट 600 सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स हैं, जिनके कुछ सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स हैं जो महिलाओं जिनसे मेरा इंटरेक्शन हुआ है, लिटरली उन्होंने बिल्कुल अपने घर से जो घरेलू काम करते थे, खेती करते थे, वो आज राष्ट्रीय स्तर पे जो भी मेले होते हैं उनमें उनको स्टॉल मिलती है, बाजरे के बिस्किट हो गए या बाकी जो भी प्रोडक्ट हैं, दे आर सेलिंग। अगेन वहाँ उनकी मार्केटिंग और उनको कटिंग एज लेवल पे स्किल के लिए अगेन वी नीड सीएसआर कोलैबोरेशन। और फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन, फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी उनके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि उनका बैंकिंग से लिंकेज, एंड देन फर्दर आगे उनको कैसे इवॉल्व होना है, कैसे बढ़ना है सारे मेंबर्स को लेके, एंड न्यू मेंबर्स कैसे ऐड होना है, इसमें अगेन वी विल need help from CSR. So again, I would like to thank IICA for inviting me here on behalf of district administration. Please, CSR partners, please feel free to approach us. We will facilitate जहाँ भी कोऑर्डिनेशन का इश्यू होगा, जहाँ भी आपको कनेक्ट करने की ज़रूरत है, कोई ऑब्स्टेकल आ रहे हैं या किसी और मैटर में भी कहीं भी ऑब्स्टेकल आ रहे हैं, तो डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इज़ ऑलवेज देयर फॉर यू एंड एज अ टीम वी कैन वी कैन अचीव गुड गवर्नेंस। और आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव ये ईयर है 2023 तक ये मनाया जाएगा, और अमृत काल का जो ये 2047 तक है, उसमें हमें उम्मीद है कि 2047 में इंडिया वर्ल्ड में नंबर 1 होगा जीडीपी में, और ये ऑल बिकॉज ऑफ आवर म्यूचुअल कोलैबोरेशन। तो इसी के साथ मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम दूंगा। जय हिंद, जय भारत। थैंक यू।
विश्राम सर, आपने हरियाणा में हो रहे ईएसजी सीएसआर के कार्यों पर काफ़ी प्रकाश डाला और काफ़ी जानकारी मिली है हमें। आईआईसीए राज्य सरकार के साथ यदि मिलकर कोई प्रोजेक्ट पर काम कर सकता है तो आपका स्वागत है। विथ योर परमिशन सर, आईआईसीए कुछ कैपेसिटी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम्स आपके साथ मिलकर कुछ कर सके तो सर विथ योर परमिशन हम कर सकते हैं सर। सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर इंसाइटफुल talk. Now, may I request Manoj Pandey sir, Joint Secretary, MCA and CEO IEPF to give the valedictory address.
IICA, Shri Agrim Kaushal, Economic Advisor, Department of Public Enterprises, Shri Vishram Kumar Meena, Additional DC Gurugram, my dear friends from IICA and other participants. I'll be brief, but I do not want to hold you further because it's a long day for you. Sir and dear friends, as we are aware, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is an initiative of the Government of India to celebrate and commemorate 75 years of independence and the glorious history of its people, culture and achievements. The Mahotsav is dedicated to the people of India, collectively all of us, who have not only been instrumental in bringing India thus far in its evolutionary journey, but also hold within them the power and potential to enable our Prime Minister's vision of activating India 2.0, fueled by the spirit of Atmanirbhar Bharat. We all know that official journey of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav commenced on 12th March 2021, which started a 75-week countdown to our 75th anniversary of independence and will end post a year on 15th August 2023. Ministries of Government of India are organizing various events to celebrate 75 years of celebration. A week-long celebration is being organized by ministries and departments along with year-long events. MCA, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, along with partner organizations, also celebrated its iconic week between 6th and 12th June 2022. Ministry of Finance also celebrated its iconic week during this period only. However, these celebrations will continue till 15th August 2022 and thereafter till 15th August 2023. In this context, you all will recall a very wonderful event which was conducted at IICA in month of October when corporate unity flag or unity was flagged by March was flagged by Honorable Minister of State Rao Inderjeet Singh ji. It brought all the industry participants on the same platform, and the march was in fact organized alongside Mane sir. I'm glad to share that since August, Ministry of Corporate Affairs and its partnering institutes and also departments and ministries, the various regulatory bodies associated with it, have organized more than 360 programs. The week-long celebration today is coming to an end, and uh, coming to an end with three very wonderful panel discussions, one on ESG, other CSR, and the third on financial inclusion. All these are very important topics because in next 25 years, when India uh, is becoming is basically in the period of Amrit Kal, these three instruments would become very, very important for India's development, overall development. When we will reach 2047, that is the 100th year of independence, the financial inclusion will be very, very important. 100% financial inclusion needs to be achieved. Then only we can become a super economic power and a global power in the world. We have traveled a long way in Ministry of Corporate Affairs. In 1947, we would have a handful of companies. Today, I think the number of companies was 100. Today, we have 15 lakh 30,000 odd active companies and 2,60,000 active LLPs. In developed countries, normally, for example, in UK, the figure is around 40 lakh companies, corporate bodies. We can achieve this and we can surpass this. We have to corporatize Indian economy and we should reach a figure of 50 to 60 lakh companies by within next 10 years, and which is achievable. Why? I am saying within this campus only, a central registration center electronically has incorporated 1,67,000 companies last year. That was commended by Honorable Finance and Corporate Affairs Minister in his speech on 7th of June, if you recall, sir. He said 1,55,000 companies were incorporated in year 2021, which was a COVID period. And it had shown a growth of 27%. That is against 1,23,000 companies, 1,55,000 companies got incorporated in 2021. Why? Two things. Use of technology, digitization, and commitment of our human resources. Because I recall, there is nobody from CRC here, but I recall when the entire country was under lockdown, our officers continued to work, and IICA was gracious enough to provide them space here, sir, organize lunches, and CRC continued to function. Entire world, I know, entire world is stopped functioning. Entire world, because I know in many countries they posted on the website, we are not incorporating any company because of COVID. We continue to incorporate. Why? This is human resilience this is India. And if we take digitization, technology, and our commitment along with us, in 2047, we can achieve, we can reach, and we can become India's world's global power. The second point that since it's a last day, I was also coordinating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebration on behalf of ministry. I'll place on record the appreciation to all the nodal officers, including of IICA, who participated in all the meetings since August and organized beautiful events throughout the week. So, sir, it's under your guidance, under your support, sir. In fact, IICA team was always there. They contributed, and today also the kind of program has been organized. It really shows the commitment on behalf of the officers and the professors who are working here in IICA. Sir, MCA in last 8 years has taken number of steps, although it was creation of Competition Commission of India earlier, then SFIO. But IBC, NCLT, NCLAT, NAFRA, and in last 2-3 years, decriminalization of various offenses, and the series of amendments which have been carried out, which Honorable Finance Minister also acknowledged in her speech, saying we adapted to the needs of the Indian economy quickly. Ordinances were issued. The moment industry felt that it's required, ordinances were issued. Clarifications were given, and the board meetings, etc., were not to be organized physically. They continued to organize, and it was made electronic. We have lived up to the motto of empowering business and protecting investors in true sense in last 1 year and so, particularly in COVID period. Now, recently, as you are aware, we have released a report of the Company Law Committee, which has several recommendations to further strengthen India's existing corporate law framework. India is the first country to adopt mandatory CSR responsibility, and this is how CSR is enabling district administration also, as Vishram Meena was also mentioning, that how in COVID period the CSR, in fact, enabled the district administration when the funds might not be coming corporate itself. So it's a partnership with corporates which really helped district administration to reach out to people. Today's panel discussion revolving on 3 themes: ESG, CSR, corporate governance, and financial inclusion. As I said, they are important topics for any country aspiring to be a developed country and in the forefront of global development. As our Honorable Prime Minister has said, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, and Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas. Now, Sabka Prayas we have demonstrated in our Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebration at Vigyan Bhavan. The kind of commitment which has been shown by the senior bureaucrats who are heading the regulatory bodies like Competition Commission of India, like NAFRA, IBBI, and IICA, DG and CEO IICA himself, who were there at the stalls explaining what has been done by their different organizations. That is really Sabka Prayas, and that in fact was reflected in the entire arrangements. So with Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, and Sabka Prayas, if we follow this motto, the initiatives which have been taken by the government, like Jan Dhan Yojana, now Jan Samarth portal, creation of UPI, Digital India, Kisan Card, e-governance, etc., all will lead to, really will help India emerge as a developed country. I will, as I said, I will not take much of your time now. I only will, at this stage, see, it's a celebration. When we are celebrating 75 years, it has a meaning. And I believe that there is a meaning behind it. And all should believe in this, because it's not only for the sake of celebrating 75 years, we are celebrating this. There is a commitment, and there is a commitment that when we are entering into a next 25 years, which Honorable Finance Minister in her budget speech said it's going to be Amrit Kal for India. If all of us dedicate ourselves to the cause of nation, nobody, no force in this world can stop us from becoming a global superpower. Special thanks to DG and CEO Shri Praveen Kumarji for organizing discussions on these subjects like CSR, ESR, financial inclusion, and giving me this opportunity to address in the valedictory session. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And thank you for your blessings and for making it possible to be here on this iconic day. Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. Garima Dadhij to kindly give the vote of thanks, a formal vote of thanks.
today at this iconic celebration of AKAM Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. We are all happy and grateful for this successful event. For making this event a great success, I would like to congratulate everyone. Especially, we are grateful to our chief guest, Honorable Minister of State, Corporate Affairs, Rao Indrajit Singh Ji, for his inspirational message and motivating us to deliver something valuable so as to contribute in the Azadi Ka Amrit Kal. I would like to express our deep sense of gratitude to Secretary, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Shri Rajesh Verma ji, for gracious presence and his blessings to make this event a grand success. I also must mention our deep sense of all the Joint Secretaries of Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Shri Manoj Pandey ji, Shri Indradeep Singh Dhariwal ji, Shrimati Anita Shah ji, Shrimati Nandita Mishra ji, for being here with us and also deliberating in the panel discussions. I feel extreme pleasure in thanking our DG and CEO IICA, Shri Praveen Kumar ji, under whose mentorship and encouragement we are able to deliver such program with great enthusiasm and zeal. I am deeply honored to our special guest, Aryan Devag from UNICEF India, for his address. I am also very grateful to our special invitee, Ms. Nainalal Kidwai, for her kind message. I am extremely grateful to our Additional District Commissioner Gurugram to accept our invitation and grace the valedictory session with motivational words. I am also thankful to Shri Agrim Kaushalji, Advisor DPE, for his enlightening address. I feel proud and thankful to the dignitary speakers in all the three panels for accepting the invitation and grace this important event in the panel discussions. I'm indeed greatly, thanking to all the exhibitors who has participated to showcase their best practices in CSR and ESG, and the student community who have participated in the essay competition. I'm also thankful to all my faculty colleagues for providing all the support, the media friends, NIC team for live telecast, administration and IT team under Mr. Devarun Kalita, caterer prime service, the event manager, the housekeeping staff, and last but not least, my team member, Ms. Sudha Rajgopalan, who has worked day and night to make this event a grand success, and to Dr. Raviraj Atre, who has made this effort that we are here today. Thank you, everyone.
So now I, Dr. Lata Suresh, signing it off until we meet again. Take care and have a wonderful year ahead. Thank you each and everyone who have joined us today for this program. Please join for a cup of tea. Please join for a cup of tea.